What is up, people, and welcome back to my Rags to Riches F1 2010 to 2014 career mode. Now, this is the career mode where we go from one of the worst teams in F1 2010, try and work well through the ranks and through the teams, and try and get a drive for one of the best teams in F1 2014. We're currently in the F1 2010 season, driving for Virgin Racing, and if we look at the standings, we're in P5. P5 in the driver's standings. How on earth have we pulled that off? I'm not too sure. We've got 3 race wins in Canada, Germany, and Belgium. We got 2nd place last time around in the Italian Grand Prix. We got 2 5th place finishes, I believe, in Australia and China, and then I think we've got some points finishes along the way in Turkey and Valencia, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but definitely 4th place, I believe it was, in Valencia. But yeah, 125 points in the bag. A Williams seat at the moment. It's not guaranteed. We've still got a bit of a way left to go. 5 races left in the season, but hopefully we can hold on to this seat and maybe, just maybe, challenge for a top 3 finish and get a Force India seat for F1 2011. If we can do that, then that'll be absolutely amazing and an absolutely amazing season for us here in F1 2010. But up next is the Marina Bay Street Circuit in Singapore, which is going to be tough. You know, as long as we keep it out of the barriers, then we'll do a good job. But hopefully we have a bit of pace about us as well. So without any further ado, let's head over to the Singapore Grand Prix. Here we go then, one-shot qualifying at the Singapore Grand Prix. Round the final corner, down towards the line, and let's see what we can do. I've had no practice coming into this session, so this could go really good or absolutely horrific. But there we go, nice and tidy into turn 1, into turn 2 and 3. Okay, we're not doing too badly. That's pretty good so far on this lap. It'll help if we put it up into fast mix and down in towards turn 5. I'm not too sure where the braking point is for this corner. Looks like we've just about got it sorted. Right, here we go then, the Singapore Sling. Have not done this corner for a while. Let's see how this goes. Okay, it's not too bad. Right, we managed to get through there. That's alright then. The old style of the chicane as well. A lot easier than it is now. Okay, then a few more corners left to go in this qualifying session. It looks like it's been nice and tidy so far, considering as we overtook a Sauber midway through our lap as well. Through the final corner, take it nice and easy, down towards the line. Oh my god, no way. No way! We've just got pole position here at the Singapore Grand Prix in one-shot qualifying. How on earth have we done that? That's absolutely incredible. Incredible stuff here at the Singapore Grand Prix to put myself up into pole position with a one-shot qualifying. Wow. Could this be our 4th race win of the season? Let's find out. There we go then. Confirmation.
The boss is over the moon with that result.
I mean, he better be over the moon because we're in a Virgin Racing. We've just put it on pole position in our 1st season. That is absolutely incredible stuff. P1 here at the Singapore Grand Prix, and not just P1, we absolutely smashed it. 7/10 of a second quicker than Sebastian Vettel, who only just beat Lewis Hamilton, sorry, not himself. He only just beat Lewis Hamilton to 3rd place. Mark Webber in 4th, Jenson Button 5th. Then we have Robert Kubica in 6th, Vitaly Petrov in 7th, Fernando Alonso 8th, Felipe Massa in 9th, and Nico Rosberg in 10th, with Michael Schumacher just missing out on the top 10. Where's my teammate? Right down the back of the field. No surprise there from Lucas di Grassi, disappointing the team once again. I've got it at the front of the grid in pole, and he has somehow put it right down the back of the grid in 24th place. He's 6 seconds off the pace of me. Usually, you see about 5/10 of a gap between teammates. 6 seconds. 6 seconds separates myself and Lucas di Grassi. Come on, mate. You need to step it up. But can we convert this pole position into our 4th race win of the season? Let's find out as we head over to the race for the Singapore Grand Prix. It's race day here at the Singapore Grand Prix, and we line up pole position front of the grid after an amazing qualifying lap in the one-shot qualifying session. No real change for the strategy, starting on the option tyres because we have to, and then pitting for the primes on lap 4. We know tyre wear is considerably bad at this circuit, so we're just going to have to wait and see how that goes. But nothing else to really talk about, so let's head down to the track and get today's race underway. 2nd pole position of the F1 2010 season then for myself. And if you remember back to Canada when we got our last pole, we actually won that race. Can we do the same thing here today? Fernando Alonso lining up way down the field, I believe, in 8th place with my teammate Lucas di Grassi down in 24th position. I cannot see the lights because I believe they are directly above me. So here we go on the starting grid, and away we go for the Singapore Grand Prix. Going to straight away put it up into fast mix. We've got a slow start compared to Sebastian Vettel, breaking at the 50-meter board. They're going to go around the outside and we get the job done. In towards turn 1, holding on to position. Right, can we hold on to the lead of the race? So looks like we're going to do a good job, because Sebastian Vettel is holding up Lewis Hamilton. So if you can carry on doing that, Seb, then I will love you. Ran it very, very wide then into that corner. That's going to allow Sebastian Vettel to have a little look up the inside. We managed to block him off just in time, though, holding on still to the lead of this race. It looks like it's probably going to be me and Seb all the way to the finish. There's a bit of a gap now behind us to Lewis Hamilton, which is good news, but unfortunately I would like there to be a gap to Seb as well, which unfortunately doesn't look like it's going to be happening at the moment. Oh, very close to the wall there. Very, very close to that wall, and we've run it wide again. All this is doing is allowing Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton to catch up to us. We need to sort it out. Okay, then we've increased our gap to Sebastian Vettel just slightly. It is now, I think, just over a 1 second gap there to Seb, so I'm happy with that. But we'll be looking to try to... Oh, auto spin curb there, nearly sent me flying into the barrier, but managed to catch it, and we're still carrying on with this race. Oh, I've completely ended my own race. I just completely lost the back end on the car. Oh my god, I can't turn the car around. Can we... There we go, that's better. Right, finally getting the car turned around. I've lost so many positions. Oh no, we've got it all to do now in today's race then. I've got no front wing, so I do need to be careful into the next couple of corners. Let's not lose the back end too much. So disappointing. So, I'm still faster than Massa with no front... Oh my god, that was close. With no front wing right now, which is pretty incredible to say. But yeah, just lost the back end a little bit through that corner. Tried to correct it, and in doing so, threw the car into the barrier. And I've now completely lost my front wing, which is really annoying. Oh, I'm going to go into the wall again. Thank God I haven't got a punch of those. Fernando Alonso, he's going to overtake me. There he goes on the right-hand side. Come on, just make it back to the pits. Just make it to the pits. Alonso, get out of the way. How am I faster than you, mate? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I nearly ruined his race. I'm so sorry, Alonso. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, hurry up. Why are you going so slow through these corners? I should not be faster than you. I've got no front wing and I'm in a Virgin racing car. Come on, come on. I'm bashing barriers all over the place. Right, let's make it into the pit lane. I've overshot the pit lane. I've overshot the pit lane. Absolute treat as Kobayashi comes into the pits. I just about avoid the barrier there. But this is probably going to be the slowest pit stop, and this is going to put me way down the field now. I mean, I'm talking way down to the back of the field because I've got to get a front wing and I'm going to get held up by all these guys. Heikki Kovalainen is going to jump me. I'm going to definitely go down into P21. Come on, go now. Right, okay, P21 at the moment. We've got it all to do in this Singapore Grand Prix. Right, where's it going to release me? Okay, it's going to allow me to go through this corner. I've got a driver on my right. Let's be careful of him. And let's punch in the laps and try and get a little bit of a consolation prize as we go down in towards turn 5 now. Right behind Sebastian Buemi. We're in P23. What can we do in this race? Right, Buemi, where are you going to go? Where are you going to go, mate? You're going to break... Oh, my God. Why are you braking so early? So frustrating. Right, around the outside of Sebastian Buemi. He's giving me the opportunity as he went side by side with Heikki Kovalainen for a moment. There we go, round the outside. Oh, nearly throwing it away again at the same damn corner. But Heikki Kovalainen, he's up next. We're not going to try anything too silly. I mean, we're coming into the chicane, so... Oh, God. Oh, God, keep out of the barrier. Okay, we just about kept out of the barrier there. Did not mean to cut the corner. I don't believe that was cutting the corner. I believe the other one had cut the corner. But here we go. Up the inside. Oh, he's blocked me off an absolute treat. But we're still going to get the car turned into the hairpin side by side with Heikki Kovalainen. And there we go. Up into P21. And now looking to try and overtake Vin Antonio Liuzzi. Right, Liuzzi is battling with his teammate of Adrian Sutil at the moment. They're both going defensive. I'm going to go round the outside in towards this little tunnel section under the grandstand. And there we go, getting past Liuzzi. Now what can we do on Adrian Sutil? Oh, he's just opened the door. He just left the door wide open there. Don't mind if I do, Sutil. Do not mind if I do. Right, Jaime Alguersuari, not the greatest of blinds. Through that corner. We've got a load of drivers in the pits as well, so we're going to gain positions because of that. Going to take it nice and easy into turn 1. I'm not too sure how early Alguersuari is going to brake, which he did actually brake very early, but here we go, turning into turn 3 and get a greater exit compared to Alguersuari. We did, but for some reason, because of the game is a little bit broken, he had better power through that corner, but nice and easy through turn 5, still behind Jaime Alguersuari in P15 at the moment. Looking to try and get past him, and then trying to get past, I think that's a McLaren, just ahead of both of us. We're going to go round the outside if we can. No, we can't. Yes, we can. Round the outside of I can't even say his name, but we go up the inside. When we get a car turned in, we just about banging into the barrier of Alguersuari. And there we go, up into P14. Right, Lewis Hamilton is up next. He was in P3 earlier on in the race, and now he's way down in P13. So he's dropped 10 positions in this race. Disappointing there for the McLaren driver, but it's good news for us. It means that we can try and get past the McLaren driver in this race. Right, here we are then, right behind Lewis Hamilton. What can we do into the next couple of corners around the outside? Maybe. Is he going to leave the door open like Adrian Sittel did? Yes, he does. The AI just do not know how to take that corner side by side. And there we go, up into P13. Job done on Lewis Hamilton. And there's some more drivers into the pits as well. So that's going to put me up into P11, just outside the points. Can we get points here today at the Singapore Grand Prix? Maybe not with lines like that, because that was bad. That was a bad line through that corner. We get a warning for corner cutting, but luckily not a penalty. I slowed up just enough. Okay, then we've got more drivers into the pits here at the Singapore Grand Prix. That's going to put me up into P9, which means I am at the moment gaining 2 points in this race. No, 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 no. Oh, saved by the barrier there. Saved by the barrier. I lost the back end. Luckily, then, it caught the barrier and just put me back to normal. But we've been gaining on Nico Hülkenberg since we've got past Lewis Hamilton with lap after lap after lap. And now here we are on the back of the Williams driver. Is he going to go defensive? No, he's not. We're going to take it nice and easy. Oh, no, he's broke very, very early into that corner. What? I don't know what happens. Like, they're fine, and then they just, like, slam on the brakes so much, I just go into the back of them. It's really frustrating, but we're still trying to see whether we can get past Nico Hülkenberg in today's race, getting so close to the barrier there. But he's going to go very defensive in towards this tunnel section, side by side with the Williams driver up the inside now, and there we go. Surely, yes, there we go. Job done. Job done on Nico Hülkenberg, up into P8, and now hunting down Kamui Kobayashi. No, 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 I've done it again. I've corrected it, and I've put myself into the bloody barrier. Right, wing down. No, up. They want it up. Okay. Right, side by side with Vitaly Petrov. I've sort of squeezed him out there into the barrier, but nevertheless, let's just carry on with today's race. Come on. Come on. Let's get some points. We're still in P10. It's good news for us at the moment, but we need to hold on to this and maybe try and get Lewis Hamilton and Nico Hülkenberg back. Okay, we have a few more drivers coming into the pits right now, and that's going to put me back up into P8. I'm still trying to catch up to Lewis Hamilton, who looks like he is actually getting away from me at the moment as we go down in towards turn 3. Can we get Lewis Hamilton for P7 in this race? If we can, then I will be at least a little bit happier with this race. I mean, we should have won it. We should have won today's race. If we hadn't made those mistakes, we would have more likely got on the podium, but we should have won today's race. But if we can get Lewis Hamilton, it will still be a good day. I don't even know right now how Mark Webber is like 40 seconds ahead of me up the road. I'm pretty sure he hasn't pitted in this race. I lose the back end once again. But come on, Hayden. We've just got 2 laps left to go. Let's just get the car home. Let's get the car home on these final 2 laps. Mark Webber surely has to come into the pits then, as I've run it wide into the final corner. Come on. Stop making mistakes. Let's get on with this. Here we go then. Final lap of this Singapore Grand Prix. Still holding on to that P8. I've got a little bit of a gap as well to Vitaly Petrov in this race, which is always good. It's always nice to see a little bit of a gap behind us. Oh, losing the back end again on the auto spin curb. I don't need that. I do not need that in this final lap. If we can just stay ahead of Petrov, though, and still get P8, it will still be a decent race here today. Mark Webber wins today's Singapore Grand Prix. I'm pretty sure, I mean, I'm calling bullshit on that one because I am pretty sure he didn't pit today. I'm pretty sure he hasn't made a single pit stop. We'll wait and see after today's race. I mean, he's 44 seconds clear. Not too sure how that has happened, but we'll wait and see after the checkered flag. We just need to make it to the end of this race. Last couple of corners now, still holding on to that P8 ahead of Vitaly Petrov. And we're still doing a good job. We're quite good through the final sector. I don't tend to lose the back end through this section of the track. But here we go. Last couple of corners now, down towards the line. And if I don't lose the back end on this final corner, down towards the line. And there we go, taking 8th place in this Singapore Grand Prix. I'm disappointed, as I did start in pole. I was hoping to maybe try and get a win or at least a podium. But still, P8, 4 points on board. We can't be too disappointed with that. Like Jeff the engineer just said, great driving here today. I don't know what sort of race he was watching, because that was not great driving at all. I lost the car twice, and that really did compromise my race, as Mark Webber won by 46 seconds over me. And to be fair, maybe it was real, because Sebastian Vettel finished in second, unless those guys didn't pit. If those three didn't pit, then maybe I can understand that. But Felipe Massa, he then finished in 4th, with Fernando Alonso 5th, Rubens Barrichello in 6th, Lewis Hamilton 7th, myself in 8th, Vitaly Petrov in 9th, and Kamui Kobayashi getting the final championship point here today. Any surprises? Michael Schumacher down in P14. And then we have Nico Hulkenberg way down at the back of the field. At least Lucas di Grassi did not finish last here today. But 8th place, 4 points on board. Pretty decent result. And let's have a look at how this affects us in the Drivers' Championship. Right. Still in P5, that's good news. We are still in P5, 129 points. And just look at the battle for the championship. 4 drivers are in it at this stage. 9 points separates 4 drivers in this championship. I'd love to get involved with it, but I feel like that's not going to happen this season. The gap to Lewis Hamilton is unfortunately 51 points at the moment. So that's 2 race wins and an extra point. And all those guys ahead of me have to get a DNF for me to have a chance, or not score any points for me to have a chance to challenge for the championship. So I feel like that's not going to happen this season, but still staying ahead of Nico Rosberg and Jenson Button and holding on to this Williams seat is still a massive bonus. Let's have a look at the Constructors' Championship. Unfortunately, not gaining too much there on Mercedes, but they didn't score any points either. So there is still that to talk about in this race. I mean, 30 points is the gap. Maybe, just maybe, we can get 4th place in the Constructors' Championship, although the Constructors at this stage of the Rags to Riches series does not matter at all. But we are staying ahead of Renault, which is pretty decent as well. If we can keep hold of P5, that would be an amazing result for Virgin, which is a team that finished last in the Constructors' standings in the real-life 2010 season. But that's it for today's Singapore Grand Prix. Let's head back to the menus. A very mediocre race here today at the Singapore Grand Prix. I mean, we had a great qualifying session, made some great overtakes, but unfortunately, just the 2 mistakes that we made in the race put us way down in the field in 8th place. I mean, starting in pole position, we were hoping to maybe try and get the race win or a podium, but unfortunately that just was not the case here today. But as we have a look at the standings before we end today's episode, still in P5, pretty decent results, still trying to hunt down that P3 for the 4-cylinder seat, but unfortunately I feel like that is going to get away from me. Lewis Hamilton is unfortunately 51 points ahead of me, and then Mark Webber is 2 points ahead of him. But 9 points separate the top 4, which is pretty interesting to see, and we'll be waiting to see who can win the Drivers' Championship this season. But that's it for today's Singapore Grand Prix. Join me next time in Suzuka for the Japanese Grand Prix. But if you have enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so for weekly F1 content, and don't forget to share this video with your friends. But I will see you next time at the Japanese Grand Prix, but until then, it's goodbye from me.